Started with the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. Good morning, everyone. It is May 2nd. Welcome to the Shawnee County Board of County Commissioners. I'm Aaron Mays, currently serving as chairman and representing District 3. On my left is Commissioner Bill Rippon, representing District 1, and on my right is Commissioner Kevin Cook, representing District 2. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning. First item, please.
Under proclamations, presentations, plant sale announcement, horticulture agent Ariel Whiteley. No.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good morning, Commissioners. My name is Ariel Whiteley Nolan. I'm the horticulture agent for the Shawnee County Extension Office. And I'm so excited to say that this Saturday, May 7th, is our in-person plant sale, our very first public in-person plant sale since 2019. This is a part where fireworks are supposed to go off behind me, but you're not supposed to bring fireworks into the courthouse, so I've got to grab them on my way out. But we're really thrilled to be back in person. We've kind of hobbled through the last couple years of COVID, especially not knowing if event space was available, and so being back at Agriculture Hall, we're so thrilled. For those of you that haven't attended the sale, this is the major fundraiser for the Shawnee County Extension Master Gardeners. This fundraiser really allows us to bring programming typically at no cost. I don't think in the last 5 years we've charged but for maybe one program. So we can give our programming at no cost. We can maintain and expand our demonstration gardens, which we use as teaching laboratories, but also who doesn't like going to a plant sale? So where some fundraisers maybe aren't as much fun, this is definitely the best one. We have annuals that have been growing in our Master Gardener greenhouse. We have perennials that are from the homes and the gardens of our Extension Master Gardeners. And then we are also going to have a garden shed, which is a great deal. You can get lots of garden tools, and then my personal favorite, house plants. Most of you probably won't be able to buy the house plants because I intend on buying them all. But if I leave anything, there'll be some there. And it does start at 9 o'clock. It says it'll go till 12, but last time we had it at Ag Hall, we sold out. So definitely get there early. We're really hoping for a wonderful sale.
Great.
Thank you.
I know that these things do go very quickly, and people line up. In the past, that there's been lines almost out to 17th Street.
Yes. Yeah, we've actually reconfigured the parking lot because we've only had it in Ag Hall once, and we very quickly had to make an adjustment because people were in the street, and we were like, oh, we have to get people out of the street. So we've really made some nice changes, so it's going to be nice and easy for parking and plant pickup, and we're just so excited to see all our clients once again.
Great.
That is exciting. Great.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Next item, please.
Item B under proclamations, presentations, updated property tax page demonstration, information technology.
Morning, Commissioners. Mark Price, Information Technology. I'd take the credit, but I really don't know how they did it. Over the last about month and a half, our development team has been working on creating a new property tax page for the citizens of Shawnee County. The important thing is, of this is it is showing the actual breakdown of the taxing entities. So when people are curious about where their tax dollars are going, they now can look up their house on the Shawnee County Appraiser's website, and it shows, I think it's the last 5 years. It automatically shows the first year, so you can sit here and look and see, this is my home of my taxes. Washburn's taking $51, 501's taking $700 plus my children, and so I don't complain about that one. But it gives you all the different taxing entities, and you can see where your tax dollars are actually going. We have actually gone back to the previous 5 years. It will be a rolling 5 years. If you want to see what you paid back in 2017, you can click on the plus sign and now compare how the taxing entities have changed their taxes over the past 5 years.
Great. There's a lot of questions that have come out recently, and this addresses those.
Yeah, that's exciting. Thanks, Mark, for and your team for doing this. I had a constituent contact me, you know, when the announcement about the valuations came out, and and expressed some frustration that we didn't have this information available, readily available. I mean, you can get it, but it's not this easy to find. So this is a big improvement to our website, so I appreciate it.
So, again, like I say, I cannot take credit to Asim Sheikh and his team. Worked very diligently over the last, I think, about month. Then we're coordinating with the appraiser, Steve Bauman, and Larry Maw to get this information put together. So it was much appreciative of them, of their time they put into this.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, next item, please.
Item 3, consent agenda.
We have several items on the agenda. I believe it's 8 today. I would move for approval if there's no questions.
Second.
A motion's been made by Commissioner Mays, seconded by Commissioner Rippon. Those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion passes 3-0. Next item, please.
Item 4, new business. A, County Clerk, number 1, consider all voucher payments.
Okay, we have 2 vouchers to approve today. The first one was from April 29, 2022. There's nothing out of the ordinary on that particular voucher. The total, though, for April 29, 2022 is $1,798,890.15. The other voucher is from April 27, 2022. I'll read the ones of interest here. Under County Project, KSB Constructors, Inc., $24,978 is for construction of a wall in the election office basement. Under Equipment Fund, Mericrete LLC, $75,030 is for replacement sidewalk and ADA ramp at Horn Park. Under General Expenses, Evergy Kansas Central, Inc., $45,649.67 is for the installation of underground transformers at Oakland Billard Park. Mail Services LLC, totaling $14,172.09, is for printing and mailing of tax statements. McElroy Inc., $44,100 is for repairs to the courthouse dual duck vac boxes. Under Business Office Parks, Civic Plus Inc., $10,208.44 is for annual renewal for website hosting and support. You don't have any questions or comments? I'll move for approval of the vouchers. The total for the April 29, 2022 is April 27, 2022 is $1,399,665.25. So if there's no questions or comments, I would move for approval of these 2 vouchers.
Second.
Motion's been made by Commissioner Rippon, seconded by Commissioner Cook. Those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion passes 3-0. Next item, please.
Item A2, consider correction orders.
I'll move for approval of the correction orders.
Second.
Motion's been made by Commissioner Mays, seconded by Commissioner Cook. Those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion passes 3-0. Next item, please.
Item B, emergency management, number 1, consider authorization and execution of contract C-131-2022 with the Northeast Kansas Homeland Security Council for the transfer of grant-funded equipment, a fire simulation computer and program, and a Dell computer, radio and scene light, a Shawnee County Emergency Management.
Good morning, Commissioners. Dusty Nichols, Emergency Management. Cindy pretty much said it pretty perfectly. It's a simulator for training. It was housed with Topeka Fire Department. We are taking custodial custody of it for inventory and maintenance.
Any questions for Dusty?
Just a question about the fire simulation computer. What does that look like? What is it?
This particular one, I'm not positive because there's a couple different versions, but there's one. It's basically a digital screen. It simulates a fire, and then it has a little laser, and then you train people how to do the pass system, pull, aim, sweep. So it's basically a fire extinguisher simulator, and there's another one with a propane pan that we set afire, and then it's an actual, you get the heat from that one too.
Any other questions?
No.
All right, I'll move that we authorize and execute that contract.
Second.
Motion's been made by Commissioner Mays, seconded by Commissioner Cook. Those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion passes 3-0. Thanks, Dusty. Next item, please.
Item C, County Counselor, number 1, consider approval of proposed contract C-134-2022 with Bloomberg Law for online legal research, including real-time news, expert analysis, and time-saving practice tools for an annual cost of $7,091, and request to redirect funds from the current budget to cover the costs.
Good morning, Commissioners. Jim Kraus, Shawnee County Counselor. This request is to add this new contract to our office. It is a one-year contract. We're going to try it for 1 year to see if we like it and see if it's useful. It will give us important access to labor and employment law research tools to get cases and arbitration decisions that are important for our work that we do, but it'll also have a lot of other practice tools that will be useful when we're drafting contracts and other items like that. We have funds in our budget that we believe we can absorb this contract without going over budget, so we'd like to try that, and I'll be happy to try to answer any other questions you might have.
Any questions for Jim?
I don't have any.
I don't either. I'll move for approval.
I'll second. Motion's been made by Commissioner Rippon, seconded by Commissioner Mays. Those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion passes 3-0.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next item, please.
Item D, Department of Corrections, number 1, consider authorization and execution of contract C-132-2022, memorandum of understanding between Mirror, Inc. and the Adult Detention Center for the establishment of reentry services and programs for adult offenders through the Second Chance Act Community-Based Reentry Programs Grant.
Good morning, Commissioners. Angela McCarty, Shawnee County Department of Corrections. We're requesting the approval of a MOU between the Shawnee County Department of Corrections and MIR for the establishment of the reentry services. MIR Inc. is in the process of applying for grant funding through the U.S. Department of Justice. The funding is the Second Chance Act Community-Based Reentry Programs Grant, and the application is due May 16th. And if MIR is awarded the grant funding, that would go into effect October 3rd and goes through the end of September 30th, 2025. So it's a 3-year grant. If MIR is awarded the grant funding, they would provide oversight and serve as the fiscal agent. We would collaborate and serve as a partner with multiple social service agencies in Shawnee County who would provide programming and wraparound services to our adult offenders and serve on the Shawnee County Reentry Council, currently facilitated by MIR Inc. There is no financial match. However, we would agree to post and fill our current vacant reentry coordinator position. We already have this position in our budget, and we are currently working with HR to update the position description from what we previously had. We would also provide office and classroom space and access to our computers, internet, and inmate management software. MIR would agree to hire 3 case management managers, 2 pre-release case managers to work with develop program plans for our adult offenders for pre-release. They would develop the program plans with adult offenders housed in the jail after being identified and assessed and selected by the reentry coordinator. And then MIR would also hire one post-release case manager to work between MIR and the ADC inmates, adult offenders, when they are released from our agency. So they are going to continue doing those wraparound services in the community, which is something we lacked before. We didn't have that before. So the grant would be a great opportunity for us to improve our reentry services. We have not had a reentry coordinator since 2020 due to COVID, so we lost a lot of our programs due to that. So anyway, that is all I have, and I would be happy to answer any questions if you have any.
Any questions?
No.
All right. Sounds great. I'll move for approval.
Second.
Motion's been made by Commissioner Mays, seconded by Commissioner Rippon. Those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion passes 3-0.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next item, please.
Item E, Facilities Management, number 1, consider approval of a request to replace the existing sliding front door system due to damage for a cost of $13,898, utilizing 2022 contingency funds, with any funds received from the insurance claim and restitution to reimburse the contingency funds used. Work is to be done by D.H. Pace.
Good morning, Commissioners. Nelda Henning, Director of Facilities Management. Back in early March, we had an individual try to break into the courthouse, causing damage to the front sliding doors. The doors were not only damaged, but they were also, one door was bent out of alignment. I had reached out to a number of different companies to try to get a bid. DH Pace was the only responsive vendor willing to do the work. And because it was a break-in, so to speak, we have filed an insurance claim, and the district attorney has issued reclamation from the individual that did the damage, even though we don't expect to get any. So I would be happy to answer any questions.
Any questions? Okay. I'll move for approval.
Second.
Motion's been made by Commissioner Mays and seconded by Commissioner Rippon. Those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion passes 3-0.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nelda. Next item, please.
Item F, Human Resources, number 1, consider approval of resolution number 2022-29, appointing the interim director of the Planning Department.
Good morning, Commissioners. Angela Lewis with Human Resources. Randy Anderson announced his resignation on the 22nd, so the resolution before you seeks to appoint Joni Thadani, who is here today, to the position of interim planning director at a rate of $46.41 per hour. Joni began her career here at Shawnee County in 2017 as a County Counselor 1. And again, Joni is here today if you have any questions.
Any questions?
No. You might note this is just an interim position until we would fill the position further.
That is correct.
I would move for approval.
Second.
The motion's been made by Commissioner Rippon, seconded by Commissioner Cook. Those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion passes 3-0.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next item, please.
Item G, Commission, number 1, consider canceling May 16th Commission meeting.
Okay, I'll move that we cancel the May 16th Commission meeting.
Second.
Motion's been made by Commissioner Mays, seconded by Commissioner Rippon. Those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion passes 3-0. Next item, please.
Item 5, public comment.
Any members of the public wishing to speak today? Thank you.
Good morning, Commissioners. My name is Danny Williams, and I'm the Director of Tennis at Genesis Health Clubs and the operational partner with Shawnee County Parks and Recreation for Crossover Tennis Center. I just want to give you a quick update on our year moving forward. We're really excited for a great year of programming for our juniors and adults for Shawnee County. We are currently hosting 12 regional and local tennis tournaments this summer. May is National Tennis Month, which is a very exciting thing for us. We have a beautiful updated clubhouse at Crossover Tennis Center, and on May 21st we are hosting an open house, as well as Tennis Day at Crossover. We plan on having a full day of a kids carnival, different opportunities for adults and juniors to come out and see the beautiful facility that we have, which is really top notch for the Midwest and even in our country. And it's a really exciting thing. We're hoping you all will join us, and maybe I'll stick a tennis racket in your hand, Aaron. Would that be okay? Just kidding. But hopefully we'll have a great day out there, and hopefully we can get everybody to join us on May 21st for an open house, again, to see the beautiful new clubhouse. We really appreciate our partnership with Shawnee County Parks and Recreation, and we hope that we can continue to work together and grow our great sport of tennis and give opportunities to great people of Shawnee County. Any questions?
Any questions?
Sounds great.
Yeah, I was in there a couple weeks ago. It does look really nice, and,
Yeah.
and the complex just as a whole looks really nice right now.
Beautiful
actually.
complex. We're very, very fortunate. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
Thank you. All right, anyone else from the public wishing to speak today? Seeing none, next item.
Item 6, Administrative Communications.
All right, let's start it off with Dusty.
Good morning, Commissioners. Dusty Nichols, Emergency Management. Just a brief recap of Friday, the storms that came in. We knew there was potential for severe weather earlier in the day. We started putting out social media messages and connecting with our partners from National Weather Service meteorologists and other Northeast region emergency managers, preparing for that storm and getting information out. As the storms started to develop late in the afternoon, we could see them definitely starting to build, and so we began monitoring. We brought our EOC, or virtual EOC, online, started communicating with our partners, and that storm started to develop. Around 6-ish, when we started getting a little concerned. As they came into Shawnee County, or came through Wabunsee, we knew we had tornado warnings in that storm. We started paying really close attention. And then at 21, I think it was 21:12, 9:12 p.m., excuse me, the tornado warning hit Shawnee County line towards the Auburn area, southwest Shawnee County. We only sound the sirens in the warned area. The National Weather Service draws a polygon, which is a warned area. If you see it on TV, it usually looks like a fan or something like that. Those sirens that are in that area will activate. So if you didn't hear sirens in Shawnee County on the east side of town, you shouldn't have. If you did, then that means we probably have an activation problem. So we are only warning in those warned areas. So I think it ended up being 9 or 10 sirens in that polygon. You might have heard them if you lived in central Topeka, west side of Topeka, but most of those sirens were in the Auburn area, Dover, and so forth. So if you didn't hear the siren, we don't have a siren problem. It means it's working really well because we sounded only those sirens in that polygon. The storm went through. We monitored it on the way out. We had some high winds in the 80 range. I saw yesterday the National Weather Service was talking about an EF1, which is 85 to 110 mile an hour winds. The only damage estimate that I can verify so far this morning, as of this morning, we're still looking into it. We did have some trees uprooted, pretty good-sized trees in Auburn Cemetery area. Typical wind damage that you'd see with those kind of wind speeds through the Auburn area, Eskridge, so forth. So we'll be getting with the National Weather Service today to get a more formal report for you, but as usual with any siren activation in Shawnee County, I will come and give you a report. If you have any questions, I can answer.
Yeah, thank you.
I would also like to thank the emergency management team, all of our partners, meteorologists, and the storm spotters and chasers that help provide that information. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Dusty. And I believe we're expecting more.
Possible today, yeah.
Yeah, more today, so
Downstairs, I'll find out more.
stay aware. All right, thanks. Amanda.
All right, good morning, Commissioners. My name is Amanda Monholland. I'm the Public Information Officer. And yes, Dusty, I can conclude with you that we did not hear those sirens in Silver Lake, so that was good. But I am here to finally announce our well-awaited Shawnee County Apparel website. If you recall, a few months ago, we signed a contract with Teachers Etc. to create a website where our county employees can go and purchase apparel. And I wanted to bring this up for you. The link is up here, but I've also sent out an email to the county-wide on Friday, so that link is in your email, and I would encourage you just to go ahead and bookmark that in your website list and keep that going and have that password in there. But if you go to, this is the featured page, sorry, this mouse is a little touchy, and go to products, and it'll bring up all of the products that we are currently offering on the website. The idea is to eventually add promotional items like tumblers and notebook pads and things like that to the website, but we're going to start off with this and then just kind of build off of it as we go, seeing what the interest is as employees start purchasing apparel. With that, do you guys have any questions?
Any questions? No. All right.
Okay, thank you.
Good morning, Commissioners. Stephanie Kuhlman, Shawnee County Commission Office. The May County Connection newsletter has been published to our website. It's very easy to find. You go to the Shawnee County homepage, snco.us. Up at the top, there's some drop-down menus. Click on Commission. At their homepage, you'll click on the link called Newsletter. This month's featured department is the Shawnee County Register of Deeds. In their newsletter video, Becky Neosi explains several services they provide, such as recording military documents. For example, the DD-214 can be recorded for free. The applicant will receive 5 free certified copies, and any additional copies are just 50 cents each. You can watch the short newsletter video for more information. April 10th began National Public Safety Telecommunicators Week. The Sheriff's Office recognized the heroes behind the phones and the radios all week. The command staff then grilled hamburgers and hot dogs for the dispatchers to enjoy. If anyone is interested in becoming an emergency 911 dispatcher, they can apply at snco.us/jobs. There is also a $1,500 hiring/referral bonus offered also. A lunch and learn regarding women's health is Thursday, May 5th from 11:30 a.m. to around 12:30 p.m. It's at the Health Department at 2600 Southwest East Circle Drive. Don't forget to RSVP so you can get your free Jason's Deli box lunch. The Shawnee County milestones are employees celebrating work anniversaries. This month is April. These are in 5-year increments. Chris Otto, sitting up at the front here, has 15 years with Shawnee County. Sergeant Wanamaker, David Meyer, Mary Whiter, and Angie Ross all have 20 years with Shawnee County. And Shelley Hall at the appraiser's office celebrated 35 years in April. Congratulations to everyone on the list, and thank you for your service to Shawnee County. We have a lot of May upcoming events. This Thursday, May 5th, is the annual Kansas Law Enforcement Candlelight Vigil. It's at 8 o'clock p.m. at the Capitol Building, starting in the first floor rotunda, and then everyone will head outside for the vigil. The next day, Friday, May 6th, is the Kansas Law Enforcement Memorial Ceremony held at the Capitol Building at noon. Monday, May 9th, Shawnee County Health Rankings presentation will be at 11:30 a.m. at the Topeka Shawnee County Public Library in the Marvin Auditorium. Monday, May 16th, we've canceled the commission meeting. Saturday, May 28th, opening day for pools and aquatic centers. And Gage Park Mini Train and Carousel will be open for daily operation for the summer. And finally, Monday, May 30th, Memorial Day, Shawnee County offices will be closed. No commission meeting that day. Shawnee County employees and department heads can always submit newsletter ideas to us and check out more stories in the May County Connection. I think I covered just about everything. Is there any questions?
No? Any questions?
Perfect.
Stephanie.
All right, thank you. Somebody wants to go last.
I thought Stephanie always went last. Good morning, Commissioners. Lee Welch, Court Administrator, 3rd Judicial District. I thought I'd give you a brief update on our upcoming judicial vacancies. As you've been informed, Judges Debenham and Parrish are both retiring in June, June 14th and 24th respectively. The nominating commission has met by phone, and they will be accepting nominations through tomorrow at noon. And the nominating commission will meet for interviews on May 26th here at the courthouse. They have yet to specifically state how they're going to make those nominations. There will be, whether there's 2 nominations made at the same time or 1 nomination made and then a second set of names be sent up to the governor. So that will be determined when they meet on the 26th. We do also have confirmation that the legislature has funded the 2. It was assumed the funding would be approved for the 2 magistrate judge positions. The funding for those positions has been approved, so we will be also receiving 2 new district magistrate judges. Shawnee County has never had a district magistrate judge in our past. We've always had district judges, so it'll be a new experience for all of us. The nominating commission has yet to address that process as far as when nominations will be accepted, when interviews will be held. The process for appointing a magistrate judge differs somewhat from the district judge position. With a district judge position, the nominating commission makes recommendations to the governor, and the governor ultimately selects that judge. District magistrate judges are selected by the nominating commission, typically on the date of the interviews. So once we know more information about when the nominating commission is going to meet and interview for the magistrate positions, I'll be sure and let you know.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning, Commissioners. Kurt Niehaus, Director of Public Works. Just a brief update on some of our projects. East 6th Street from Croco Road to Oakland Expressway. Late last week, they started saw cutting the transverse joints. That will continue through early this week, and then once that's complete, Shawnee County Maintenance will do the striping. Beginning today, Laurel Road will be closed through traffic so that we can begin construction on the Laurel Road Bridge replacement. That project is scheduled again to begin today, finish on Friday, August 26th at the latest, according to contract. There will be no signed detour. Also starting today is South Topeka Boulevard from approximately Airport Drive to Gary Ormsby Drive. And that project will be milling and overlaying the southbound lanes of South Topeka Boulevard. Again, that is scheduled to start today and finish Friday, May 27th, weather permitting. One lane of traffic will be carried through construction, so hopefully there should be very few traffic issues, but I encourage the public, since they're passing through a work zone, to be aware of their surroundings, to be aware of the equipment and the employees that are working in the work zone. And then a week from today, the northbound lanes of Croco Road will be closed so that we can do our pavement replacement project. If you recall, we're going to remove the concrete through lane pavement and shoulders and replace that with asphalt. The northbound lane, there'll be traffic maintained through construction. The normal northbound traffic will use a southbound lane. And then the southbound traffic will use the Cypress Sycamore Rice Road detour. And that has been used previously both by the city of Topeka and Shawnee County. That project is scheduled to again start Monday, May 9th and finish July 8th before Country Stampede. Any questions?
Questions for Kurt?
Mr. Chairman, Kurt, the Croco Road, though, would not be complete before the 4th of July, though, anticipated.
Let me check on that. Yes, that is correct. By contract, it won't complete before the 4th of July, but I'm guessing, knowing the contractor, the work will probably be complete before the 4th of July, weather permitting.
I just think it's something probably our Spirit of Kansas organizers and planners need to think about when they're directing traffic in and out of the lake.
Yeah. Again, though, no traffic closure. There'll still be traffic carried through construction.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great. There's a lot going on. It's exciting to see things starting to move again.
Yeah.
So,
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Anyone else? Okay, Commissioner Rippon?
This weekend, I attended Combat Air Museum's annual fundraiser, and I think all 3 commissioners were out there, and we're flipping pancakes, and it's a good time, and it's a good fundraiser for that group. I'll let you talk about the Arkansas.
Okay.
All right.
No, feel free.
No, go ahead. You're on.
All right, Commissioner Cook.
I didn't have anything other than to, talk about the Combat Air Museums and the fundraisers, so go ahead.
Yeah, I've got a couple things to talk about. Yeah, obviously the pancake feed, that was a lot of fun. Nobody had more fun than Amanda's son, Dom, who ate 12 pancakes. Yeah. And those pancakes were cooked by our district attorney and myself, so they must have been really good. Then we did go to, Commissioner Rippon and I both attended the inner-city visit to Northwest Arkansas. Really great visit. I think there were a lot of great people on the trip that we both got to meet and learn about, and it's interesting some of the things they're doing down there. So hopefully we can take away some best practices. And
I think too, this was unusual this year because we teamed up with Lawrence on this trip. So it was kind of interesting to talk to them, and commissioner, there was at least one commissioner from Douglas County there. It was good to be able to talk.
yeah, it was good to get to know some of the leaders in Lawrence that, even though we're just right down the street, we don't get to talk a whole lot. So that was good. And one of the things about Northwest Arkansas is it's not just one city. It's Bentonville, Fayetteville, Rogers, Springdale. There's a bunch of cities that kind of work together as a regional approach. And so I think that's why Lawrence came along, is so that we can maybe begin to start doing that ourselves. All in all, good trip though. I also had one other thing I wanted to talk about. Some of you may know this. I know at least one of you does. This week is National Correctional Officer and Employee Appreciation Week from May 1st to 7th. And then I'm going to read this little thing here. In 1984, President Reagan announced the first week in May as the National Correctional Officer and Employee Appreciation Week. The president may have been motivated by a variety of things, but the fact that jailers and corrections officers have one of the highest rates of occupational injuries and sickness may have something to do with the proclamation. National Correctional Officers Week is recognized in the first full week of May and will next be celebrated from Sunday, May 1st to Saturday, May 7th, currently. The important work of correctional officers does not receive the recognition from the public that it deserves, Reagan said. And he isn't alone in feeling that way. The National Sheriff's Association and the National, noting that as the observance is celebrated, quote, "We take the opportunity this week to acknowledge and thank the men and women who work in jails all across the country." I completely agree with that. I think that the two of you would also agree with that. Our corrections employees work exceptionally hard and have a very dangerous job, one that requires a lot of skill, a lot of patience, a lot of people skills. And so collectively, I think we can thank them today and acknowledge their week. So thank you to our corrections employees. I know there's only one here today, but there are many of them that are working hard at the jail right now. So that's it from me. So next item, please.
Item 7, executive session.
We do not have a need for executive session today, so we are adjourned.
You do have a resolution.